So we're well into November, and I want to talk about gratitude. I know all through November, you hear about gratitude. You see it on little wood signs. It's in every craft store. It's probably up at, I don't know, there's one in my chiropractor's office about there's always something to be grateful for. And it's true. And we generally think about gratitude in our personal lives, right? We generally think about being grateful for our significant others or our pets or our children, grandchildren, parents, or our possessions, the place we live, the car we drive, things like that. And those are all important things to focus your gratitude on, definitely. I want to think about it in a leadership capacity for a minute. It's been a well-proven scientific fact that the thing we focus our attention on expands in our experience. So the more you focus on something, the more you see of it. You've probably had this experience when you bought a new car and you'd never really seen much of the car before and you came upon it and you loved it and you bought it, and then they're everywhere, right? You think every single person is driving this car. It's because your attention's on your new car, and so it comes more into your experience. You're more aware of it. Well, let's talk about gratitude and leadership with that in mind. Because when you start expressing gratitude for things that are going right on your team, more things will go right. Now, we don't think of leadership that way. I think we think of leadership as, if you're the leader, you have to be the mentor and you have to make sure people are doing things correctly and steer them along the right path and correct them if they're doing something wrong, or, guide and teach and nurture them. And all of that's good and important. But what if you step back and looked for what was going right and gave thanks for it? What if you gave thanks for the quirkiness of different people on your teams, rather than feeling like, oh, if only Susie could focus better? What if you gave thanks that Susie's kind of lack of focus brought some creative ideas? Or if you get frustrated that deadlines are missed, what if you focus on every single time your team gets a deadline right? And then express that to your team. Let them know that you're grateful for them. And it's amazing the magic of this, because when you start looking for the things that are going right and being grateful for them, really feeling gratitude, not just that kind of superficial lip service, oh, I guess I'm grateful for that, I suppose, but really feeling gratitude, really taking a moment and pausing and saying, okay, I can see how this is a benefit. Then things go right more often, your teams work better together, and everything in your leadership will expand, because you will now be the leader that is getting results and getting things done, because you're focused on giving thanks every time you get results, rather than blaming or finding out why something didn't work or focusing on what isn't working. You're focusing on what is and giving thanks for it. It's like magic. Try it in your leadership and then let me know how it goes, because you will see a difference overnight, I promise.